How Christians View Death. Enoch Chinyama, the bondservant of the Lord, to you who are beloved of the Father and the Lord Jesus, I write and say for grace in this month of December 2024. But neither should we be put to death, nor would wicked men and devils be more powerful than we, were not death a debt due by every man that is born. Wherefore we give thanks when we pay this debt. And we judge it right and opportune to tell here, for the sake of Crescens and those who rave as he does, what is related by Xenophon. Hercules, says Xenophon, coming to a place where three ways met, found virtue and vice, who appeared to him in the form of women, vice, in a luxurious dress, and with a seductive expression rendered blooming by such ornaments, and her eyes of a quickly melting tenderness, said to Hercules that if he would follow her, she would always enable him to pass his life in pleasure and adorned with the most graceful ornaments, such as were then upon her own person, and virtue, who was of squalid look and dress, said, But if you obey me, you shall adorn yourself not with ornament nor beauty that passes away and perishes, but with everlasting and precious graces. And we are persuaded that everyone who flees those things that seem to be good, and follows hard after what are reckoned difficult and strange, enters into blessedness. For vice, when by imitation of what is incorruptible, for what is really incorruptible she neither has nor can produce, she has thrown around her own actions, as a disguise, the properties of virtue, and qualities which are really excellent, leads captive earthly-minded men, attaching to virtue her own evil properties. But those who understood the excellences which belong to that which is real, are also uncorrupted in virtue. And this every sensible person ought to think both of Christians and of the athletes, and of those who did what the poets relate of the so-called gods, concluding as much from our contempt of death, even when it could be escaped. How Christians View Death.